here, on the very rim of known space, justice is a long way away.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Space Game Junkie podcast. As always, I'm your co-host, Brian, and it sounds like Spaz is a bit under the weather, so I don't think he'll be joining us today, which is sad, because he's like kind of the backbone of this whole operation, you know? Without Spaz, I think it all falls apart. So, but Spaz isn't feeling well today, so we're going to carry on without him because this is not a super serious topic, so we can miss some people. But also joining us is your co-host, Julie.
It's Chicago in January, and it's springtime. Isn't that wonderful?
What? Is it nice out there right now?
Absolutely. It's been like spring all week long. Crazy.
I love climate change. I think we got your rain. I think that's what happened. I think we got your rain out here. Could have been snow. Also joining us is your co-host, Thorsten.
Hello.
And your co-host, David.
I know the difference. I know the way between PCI and PCI Express. Ask me anything.
Are those old or are those still in use? I can't remember.
Yeah, PCI are the old ones.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember, wasn't that like a 2006 thing? Didn't I have a PCIe card in 2006? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's been so long. So folks, today we have kind of a laid back, last week was a little more serious because we were looking back and being kind of judgy. But this year we're going to be a little more loosey-goosey and talk about what we're looking forward to in the coming year. It is January 11th, 2023, as we record this, and there are so many games that look to be coming out this year. Either wait, what, Thorsten? I thought I got David.
You forgot to introduce David.
I thought I forgot. Didn't I introduce you?
I thought you did. I think you did.
I thought I did. I'm sorry.
Did I have brain aneurysm?
No, you said you said your quote and everything. No, I did. Sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm still foggy.
It's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anyone. I appreciate you calling me out on it, Thorsten, in case I did miss it, because I'm not the smartest guy in the room, so I could totally miss things. We want to talk about games we're looking forward to, hopefully coming out this year. I mean, you never can predict the future, and you never know what's going to happen in a given year. But 2023, based on what's in the pipe and what's been announced, looks to be 2022 was a pretty darn good year, but 2023 looks really, really good. And just space games alone coming out this year, and I've got a few on my list. But 2023 looks really fantastic. So we each put together a small list of 5 of the games we are looking forward to and hoping to play this year, either coming out of early access and hitting 1.0 or hitting early access and allowing us to play them. You know, that we're hoping to really see these games this year. So on the stream, you could see the game I'm talking about. It's called Star Sector. I kind of joke every year that I'm looking forward to this game coming out because it's been in quote unquote early access since 2011. But it's basically, a one-man operation, but it's getting really close, y'all. The developer is making really good headway, and I have a feeling it's either going to come out this year or early next year. That's my guess, that it's going to come out hopefully this year. It's getting really close. It's looking really amazing. If you don't know what Star Sector is, it's this giant top-down open world space sandbox. Hey, Fernando. Where you can either be a lone fleet trading, or you can run colonies, or you can be a pirate. And it's already, even the video I'm showing is to kind of highlight Also, I didn't have time to make one, but highlight how long this has been around. This video is from 2019 or 2017, one of those two, but it's like several years old. But already the game is very playable. The only reason I'm not playing it, and I could be, because it's already got a ton of gameplay to it. There's already tons of mods for it and everything. The only reason I'm not playing is because I don't want to burn out on early access games before they're done. So I have to like force myself not to play it because it's just that good. It's just, oh my God. So that's the game I'm most looking forward to this year. I'm also looking forward to hopefully Taxinaut coming out of early access this year. It's already very playable. It's already super playable, but I would love it because again, I don't want to burn out on early access titles. I had to force myself to stop playing Taxinaut because I was playing nothing else. I was literally playing nothing else but Taxinaut, and I don't want to burn out before it's done. You know what I mean? Because the developer is very good about making changes and making things better and more approachable. So I really hope Taxinaut can hit 1.0 this year. Another game that isn't out yet, but I'm hoping it'll at least hit early access this year is Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, which is finally what looks to be the Warhammer 40,000 RPG we've been waiting for years. Oh my God. I am so disgustingly excited about Rogue Trader. There was a preview in PC Gamer recently where the writer got to play several hours of the alpha, and he talked about spending 5 or 6 hours just on one planet doing quests, and there are barely tons of planets in the game, plus your spaceship, and oh my God, I can't wait for that one. Oh my God. Another game I recently found out about recently. I can talk. I just found out about it just. It's called Redfall. It's by the folks at Arcane, you know, who made Dishonored and Prey. It looks to be kind of, they're comparing Redfall to Far Cry, wherein it's kind of a co-op Left 4 Dead Far Cry thing where you're in a big New England town that's been taken over by vampires. And it sounds so much fun. Like it's going to have dynamic world events and everything. It's going to be, oh, thank you, David, for posting the links in the chat as well. It's going to be terrific. I can't wait for that one. And the final game on my list that I really hope hits 1.0 this year is Alliance of the Sacred Sons. I really, really want Alliance of the Sacred Sons to finally hit 1.0 this year because I'm super, super jazzed about that game. I mean, it looks like the Emperor simulator I really want. I mean, I love all the other Emperor simulators, don't get me wrong, but this one looks particularly great. So I cannot wait for that one. So those are the 5, and it was tough just picking 5. I mean, friends, we had to edit down our lists because like I had like 8. David, you had like what, 19? Or something 21? On your list. Oh my God. Yeah. We would have, this would have been a 3-hour podcast if we had stuck with our original list. And no one wants that, especially us. So we had to cut it down to 5. So it was tough picking just 5 because, again, it looks to be a really good year for gaming. Hey, Jacob. Welcome.
Hello.
Good. Yes, my apologies for the slight delay. I'm here now.
Yay.
The future is now, everyone.
The party can start now.
Jacob, I don't know if Rogue Trader is on your list, but it's on mine. So
well, spoilers.
Oh my God. So that is my list. Julie, what are the ones you're looking forward to?
Okay, first, now, audience, Brian said I could mention this ahead of time because I wanted to check.
Wait, Julie,
Fix your mic, Julie.
Julie, we can barely hear you. Did you do something to your mic?
Yeah, sorry. There's a hidden switch on my mic.
Oh, that switch. You should put tape. You should put tape over it or something so that it can't.
Yeah, I tried that. All it does is tape it down. Anyway,
Why does your microphone have a break everything switch? Right, regardless.
It does. It just does. It was a gift. I don't know. Otherwise, that's a good headset. Anyway, so I checked ahead of time if I could. It's going to be a little controversial. I'm going to start with a game I'm looking forward to not playing, and I'm mentioning this because there's a lot of people out there who don't. Boycotts never work unless you can convince everybody in the world to do it. But the reason this boycott is worthwhile is because it'll bring attention to people who. Because bring the issue and it may save lives. And this is, I'm looking forward to not playing Hogwarts Legacy. And
fuck that game.
A lot of people
but yeah,
who think about the boycott. The reason that they think it's something trivial and innocuous, like this one who, it was all about who's doing the voice work, Bayonetta, and who isn't. This is because J.K. Rowling espouses an attitude and tries to convince people that the trans community and the Jewish community are bad. And yes,
I she finally crossed over to JQ because that's news to me.
J.K. Rowling is J.K. Rowling.
No, but JQ has it to the Jew stuff.
Oh, yes, and I had to ask a member of our audience about this. Yes. Really? I had to ask a member of our audience about this because I didn't understand it at first. And the apparently the Jewish community, and I'll be the first to admit I do not have any Jewish friends, I was told that the Jewish community has taken her representation of goblin bankers as her slight on the Jewish community. So that was explained to me. But the thing is, she is openly anti-LGBT. And here's the explanation. I said, it is not something innocuous. People die because of this. Last year in the U.S., not last year before, it's 2023 now. In 2021, 47 people who were trans or other gendered were murdered because simply they were murdered and because of who they are. And and people don't understand this. And it's sad that they think the issue is just, it's just something silly. It's not a serious issue, and this is why the boycotting isn't going to work. That's sad. And I will be the first to say I really enjoyed the books, and I really would enjoy the game. But it's like the doctor who treats me for PTSD said. She said, I'm glad I read the books now ahead of time because I could never enjoy them now. And it's my lawn she's burning a cross on. And I said, people don't think about how somebody's being hurt until they're hurting them. But imagine if she and an ex-president who shall remain nameless succeeded. Here was the situation in my life. Imagine you go to work and you have brown eyes, but you always wear sunglasses. You can't help having brown eyes. It's just how you were born. Then one day you take the sunglasses off. Your boss walks down the aisle, says, you have brown eyes. We don't like brown eyes, people. You've been working here for 30 years, but you're fired and it sticks. And that's what the law was going to be until Ruth Bader Ginsburg and another judge overturned the whole thing. So that's what I will have to say about that, and I'm done. The other thing I'm looking forward to is something that this week that Brian introduced me to. I didn't even know existed, and it's out on Switch. Yay, bingo! It is the latest Star Trek game. Wow.
Wait, is that one actually good?
Yeah,
It's
it
actually
is.
quite good. I really enjoyed my 2 hours with it. I'm probably going to finish it once I can tear myself away from
And,
Inquisitor. It's really good.
Yeah. I love how the characters are portrayed. The overweight girl is the smartest one in the room. I said, "Wow, you go." Now, of course, we haven't seen anybody else in her race. It could be she's skinny for her race, but Jenkum Pog is not this ignorant pig. He's the engineer. Wow, you go, Jenkum. So the other game I'm looking forward to, and it depends on how it comes out, and this is Lord of the Rings Gollum. Now, it looks like it might be a little linear from my liking, but it is such an interesting concept. The Lord of the Rings told the story from Gollum's viewpoint. And I said, wow, that's great. And I have to pare down my list because it was a lot longer. Another one I'm going to say is a friend of mine who's a game dev, and he's a director at a AAA developer, and he claims that Star Citizen is playable now. And I said, okay. So
Fine playable.
I am going to
Fine playable.
hope. Hope springs
Brian,
eternal.
calm down.
Okay.
Brian's, calm down. We're about to have a compressor stall over there, mate. Calm down.
Hope springs eternal. And now I didn't put a nickel into this game, but I bought off on it in the other podcast I'm a co-host of, and I bought off on I drank the Kool-Aid, and I convinced a friend of mine who put $6,000 into it, and she put $45 into it for me. So if it's playable, all I have to do is log on. And the other one is, it's not a game, it's a book. Can I mention it?
Sure.
Good, because it's Human Horizons, and I got a short story in it. And my book that I got coming out still hasn't hit the editor yet. It's still in the second rewrite, but this one is supposed to come out this year. It's called Human Horizons, and it is about mankind's venturing first time into space. And I wrote a book about mankind, short story about mankind assimilating an alien race. And it's supposed to come out this year. Yay, me!
So, well, we're the Space Game Junkie podcast, so I guess the space part still fits.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is about mankind's first venturing into space, and
I'll allow
it's
it.
thank you. It's my first professionally produced story, and I'm really excited to have it come out.
Congrats. Any
Yes,
other
thank you.
games?
Well, yes, I do have one. It sounded to me like it was supposed to be a space game, but it's not. And yes, I grew up with SpongeBob, and I like SpongeBob. And there's
Where the hell is this going?
it's a SpongeBob SquarePants game called SpongeBob SquarePants Cosmic Shake, and I love SpongeBob. And it will probably be out on absolutely everything, including Switch.
Wait, what's it called? Oh, the Cosmic
SpongeBob,
Shake.
there it is, Cosmic Shake. So SpongeBob
My
SquarePants, and kind of spacey. So there you go, SpongeBob SquarePants Cosmic Shake, and my own personal bingo. It's going to be on Switch. So
I have never
Huzzah.
even watched any SpongeBob SquarePants. I've heard it's
well,
terrific, but
I grew up with it, and it's also adult humor. So, and one of my favorite actors does one of the voice work for it, so the guy who plays Mr. Krabs,
yeah, Clancy, isn't that Clancy Brown?
Nancy Brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great actor.
Wonderful.
He hasn't done a lot lately, but this is
He's up there.
he's up there.
He's up
and
there.
I love him. And unless somebody told you, you'd never know it was Clancy Brown.
I love Clancy Brown. His Lex Luthor from Superman the Animated Series is probably my favorite Lex Luthor.
Yeah. So that is my 5+1. Thank you for letting me toot my own horn.
That was not 5. That's
Not 5? I thought that was 5.
No,
Okay.
it's 3
Well,
games in a book. So
Okay. Then I have others, and that is the other game that I'm really looking forward to it. And I really want to play it, and they've delayed it once, and it's supposed to come out in November, and that's Starfield. Because it's supposed to be like their big hit that I play all the time, Skyrim. It goes in spurts. I go back to it for a while, and I like it because I can mod it. And so it's supposed to be like Skyrim in space. Wow, that's I'm all for that. And now that they've been bought by Microsoft, I have hopes of it actually coming out in November. And the other one, I wish I could go back to, and all my friends say, lay down till your feeling goes away, because no matter where I go, the last time I played this game, I was involved in a calendar year war deck against our corp, and I finally got tired of it and I quit, and that's EVE Online. And all I wanted to do was mine and be left alone and hear the hum of the Hulk lasers mining.
Oh, I see. So you're looking forward to the changes they're making, so that hopefully you can come back.
I'm hoping so. I want to hop in my great big ore ship and I have hope now, because it's not owned by, CCP is owned by different people now. So I'm hoping they will take the players like me who don't want to have PvP forced down their throat. And if they make the changes I'm hoping they make, I'm right there.
I'm with you on that, because from what Dex has been telling me on our Discord about the PvE revamp they're looking into, I'm actually quite excited about it. So
first time I've heard of this, so I'll ask you later what that entails.
Yeah,
at least you're supposed to.
I love the industry side of the game, and that was always, I played it for 6 years, and I got to the top of the industry part, and I was the person providing all the ore and things like that for our big corp. And then someone who got banned permanently said, I'm going to make your life a living hell till everybody quits. And he paid Mercenary Corps to war deck us for a year, and I got tired of it and quit.
And one of the changes is you can't just war deck people indiscriminately anymore, apparently.
And, plus, I got tired of Hulk-Again people, and I said, look, because the guy who's doing Hulk-Again said it's for the good of the game, and I said, this is like, its modern equivalent would be like Russia invading Ukraine and saying it's for the good of the Ukrainian people. And I was infamous for a short while, and I was compared to Hitler on YouTube for a while. Sadly, it's not there anymore. Yeah. Yeah, because I got tired of the ganks, you know. I said, why? I fly a Hulk, so you got to gank me? Leave me alone. I'm in high-tech space. So, just like in real world, anytime anybody's willing to trade their life for you, even yours, even if it's a virtual life, nowhere is safe. So, I'm hoping the new company changes things so I can come back. Yay!
I agree with you. If they change it the way Dex was talking about in the Discord the other day, I will definitely give it another try. You know, absolutely. Yeah. All right, Thorsten. Sorry, go ahead.
That's it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thorsten, what do you got?
Before I get into my games, I'm still highly skeptical about the thing with EVE happening. To be honest.
No, it's fair. That's completely fair.
Yeah. I guess that's a player base. That the current player base will fight it with everything they have, and let's see what happens.
Well, the current player base can get bent because the game needs to survive, and part of surviving is welcoming in new players. And if your game is terrible at that, you're not going to survive. So.
Yeah, Brian, I agree with you, but still, I'm not so hopeful, honestly.
That's completely fair. Anyway. I cannot blame you on that. Keep your expectations low. Life is better when you have low expectations.
Yeah. Anyways, to get into my games, the first game I want to talk about is. One moment. Is Space Mechanic Simulator.
Oh, yeah. No, that one looks great. That one looks great.
I just got to
Whoa. Thorsten?
This one?
No, that's Space.
that's a one.
Oh,
that would be the next one. I post the link to the Space Mechanic Simulator after this one. Anyways, it looks like a mix between Hard Space Shipbreaker and the apologies and Hard Space Shipbreaker and the normal mechanic games that are around for a few years by now. But the whole concept, and I've played the prologue now, looks pretty interesting, to be honest. And well, let's see what the main game brings.
Yeah, I've been reading his dev blogs every time he releases one. I think he's got the right idea for a game there. So yeah. I'm also quite excited about that one.
And he does listen to the community. I've talked a few times with him, and he pretty much implemented what I suggested, and that's a good thing. The next game, and this is already linked, is Spaceborne 2.
Yes. I actually cut that one from my list. Honestly, I had it on my list, but to keep it to 5, I had to cut it. But I'm there with you, man.
I'm so excited about this one. And
are you in the beta?
No, sadly not.
Oh, because I am, and I can tell you. Yeah, I'm in the beta, and I've just been playing it a little bit here and there and reporting bugs, and it looks terrific. If you love the first one, you're gonna love this one.
Wow, that's great. Hey, you never mentioned that. Okay, good to know.
Seems certainly unique.
It is. It's basically a solo developer Star Citizen with all the Euro jank you might expect, but actually good.
You know what? As someone who I am the premier purveyor of Euro jank here, so I guess by that much you have to try it out when it comes out.
Have you played the first one?
Let me check. Do I have it?
If you have it and you haven't played it, you should play it. Because
I have played it for very short. I don't remember. I don't know if it was too jank or if I just moved on to something else.
It's quite good.
I can only agree with you, Brian. The first one was already great.
Yes.
And given that it was a solo dev, wow!
So this is a developer with experience.
So let me tell you about this developer. He's in the development of the first game. He releases a dev blog where it's like, "Hey, I just happened to add a dynamic economy, like out of nowhere. Like, oh, by the way, I just added a dynamic economy. What?
That's a thing now."
And it worked. And it worked great. And he just like figured out how to put it in from nothing. It's like, okay, I love this guy. So yeah, I'm excited about the second one.
Right.
He's extremely talented, and he showed it with the first one already. Okay, up to the next, and that is that is Orion's End.
Thorsten, you're putting the links in the green room, not the chat. Just FYI. So. That's fine.
Wrong chat, Thorsten.
That's fine. Oh yes, Orion's End. I forgot about that one. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Oh man, I've been following that guy on Twitter.
Yeah, this looks simply funny. It's like Han Solo on in an 8-bit version, and let's see what's coming out of this. And I'm pretty excited about that one.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of 3030 Death War in a good way.
Yeah,
based on what I've seen.
Yeah, exactly. Good pick. That's
excellent pick.
That's one thing I wanted to compare to either.
Nice looking pixel art as well.
And so up to the next one.
Oh,
And that would be Dune Awakening.
wait, what is it?
Dune Awakening, the MMO of Dune.
There's a Dune MMO coming out?
There's a what? Okay, yeah, just
Yeah.
give us the full story. I think a lot of us are new to this.
I was like, wait a minute, what? This is the first time
What?
hearing of it. Please.
No. We posted linked it several times on the server.
You know what?
Funcom.
I'm not into Dune very much. I've played the RTS games and that's it. So I might have glossed. My brain might have been like, whoop, Dune. But wow.
Yeah, the footage so far looks great, and as far as I can make it out from the footage, I would say it's largely based on Conan Exiles, and that's a game I pretty much like because of all the mechanics and the gameplay of it.
Oh, it is Funcom. Yeah, it's Funcom. I see.
Yeah, I mean Funcom.
With all the baggage that Funcom comes with.
Yeah, exactly. But I still hope. Again, Conan Exiles gives me some hopes that this one will actually be at least playable and good. To be honest, I hope so. I hope so at least.
No, I hear you.
So, and up to the next one.
Okay.
And that is actually one that was on my list last year either. And
Wait,
that is
what is it?
Space Guard.
Wait, what is it?
Alliance Space Guard.
Alliance Space. What?
What in the world is this?
What is? What? Oh.
We
Oh.
Oh, it's
talked about
it's DCS for space people.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no! 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 No!
Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes!
Consider me interested. Consider everyone else
Well, no,
concerned.
I am both concerned and interested. I am like, I'm scared, but also allured. You know.
That is the perfect attitude you should have, soldier.
I'm terrified, but also intrigued. Oh man!
Sounds like a great concept. I
Wow,
love
look
games like that.
at this! Look at this! Oh, hey, multiple layered autopilots. Okay, you got me. Give me an autopilot. There we go.
The gameplay itself, yes. I, Brian Rubin, am interested.
Okay, you had me at autopilot. Basically, you had me at autopilot.
No, I follow this project for a while now, and really, that's one of the games I really want.
Fine. Good find.
But,
Good find, yeah.
I mean, it's announced for 23, but I believe we will talk about this game next year again. To be honest, and I mean, it's a single dev again, and let's see what's coming.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely intrigued in this.
But I generally agree. With the previous games you mentioned.
But it's not on Steam that I can see that you can wish on.
No. That I can't even find a Twitter or anything to follow on their website. But
where did you find this?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. Where did you find this? Because I can't believe I've not heard of this before.
I stumbled about it.
Just at random, find a goddamn space game.
Let Google work for you.
Wow,
this is the equivalent of just walking about the street, going into a slightly dodgy alleyway and finding the best pizza place in town.
Yeah. That's an amazing way to put it, Jacob. Because that's what this feels like. Oh my god! It kind of looks like Objects in Spacey a little bit, which is good. Oh wow, this looks really terrific. Oh my god.
And it only needs 2 gigabytes of video RAM. Wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah, it has staggering system requirements like a GTX 660 Ti.
Wow. Was this game made in 2008? No.
No.
You're asking the wrong person.
No. No, I am.
No.
No, I gotta contact this person and get more information about this. This sounds. How did I not? Thorsten, well done. I'm only one guy and stuff falls through the cracks all the time. That's why I love our community, because our community finds the stuff that I miss. And this is a prime example, because holy hell, I've never heard of this Alliance Space Guard. And yet I'm looking at these shots and I'm reading this site. I'm like, I want this. I want this very badly.
I second the notion.
Same.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Well,
wow.
I can't
well
wish
done.
list the game, but I can bookmark the website.
Yeah, exactly.
That you can do.
I'm going to contact the dev and see if they have like a Twitter or an RSS feed or something to follow along so I don't forget about this, because there's so many games, it's easy to forget about them sometimes. So if they're
And
like,
thanks for the Space Mechanic Simulator. I wish listed that one.
yeah, that looks terrific. That looks.
Okay, that was my list of my 5
Alliance.
games before I lose my voice again completely.
Wow. Okay. Well, good job on that Alliance Space Guard thing. That is a shock. A pleasant one. A very, like, the finding the random best pizza place in an alley is a great analogy of, oh yeah.
I only brought that up because I've done that once.
Really?
Yeah.
That must have been, that must have been a great experience. That sounds terrific.
Yeah, brilliant.
That sounds terrific. Jeremiah, yeah, we have heard of Star Valor. That's a great game. I think I streamed it a couple of weeks ago. That's a good one. That's a real good one. All right, so Jacob, do you mind going up? Do you mind going up next?
Okay. How do I put this? Now, I was told to find 5 games, and I have plenty. And I've actually been thinking up this time to have a list in advance. Thought I was all ready for it, roughly at early December. And then, on December 9th, during the Game Awards, like a vengeful fusion-powered plasma sword-wielding god, Armored Core 6 descended from the heavens to smite down the filthy heretics and ground-based maniacs once more after 10 years of non-existence. So yes, Armored Core 6 is happening.
My first reaction was, from Soft, you have my attention.
After 10 years, after a decade. I remember back in the day on my PSP, I was playing Armored Core Last Raven. Yes, I started with the most difficult game in the series because I felt like it. I wasn't good at it, to clarify.
Is that the most difficult game? That's the most difficult game in the series?
Yes. Armored Core Last Raven on the PSP. Specifically. Last Raven by itself is difficult, and then on the PSP it's harder.
Jacob, I just want to say, are you crazy?
Yes.
Are you on the PSP?
I'm gonna see.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna see if I can get that on my Vita.
Well, if the Vita store still exists, maybe. Anyways, yes. From Software has finally unleashed its Leviathan of a flagship franchise after 10 years of faffing about it with Renaissance fairs.
Okay, that's going to be if we did subtitles. If we did subtitles of episodes, that would be the faffing around at Renaissance fairs would be the subtitle of this episode.
Yes, that's describing the Dark Souls series. So I don't dislike the Dark Souls series, but also Armored Core 6 exists and it's better.
Oh man.
All right. Besides that, I have to somehow pick 4 other equally deserving games, so that's going to be a hard one. But that's certainly a great list. First of all, Stalker 2 is coming out, allegedly this December.
Oh.
After another delay. Though the delay is justified, the developers are kind of getting shot at.
Didn't what was it? One of the developers of Stalker who passed away recently, fighting.
Yes,
for
one of the
Ukraine?
developers of Stalker 2 got shot by the Russians. Yes, that happened. It was inevitable, but sad either way. But yes, Stalker 2 is happening after also a decade. A lot of great things coming back after a long while, aren't they? Well, I'm not going to complain, and I'm going to wait for this December and hope there will be no more delays. Besides that, there's a lot of smaller stuff. There is definitely, for highlights, Falling Frontier is still there.
Oh yes,
it is still falling. It has been falling for however many years, but it is allegedly coming out early this year.
Hopefully.
Yes, hopefully. Xenonauts 2. Finally.
Oh yes.
After another day, I seem to have a recurring theme of games that like just vanished for a decade and are getting a sequel now.
And those last two are from our friends at Hooded Horse. They're being published by our friends at Hooded Horse.
Yes. And for the triple whammy, because I'm still excited despite it having come out, also from Hooded Horse, Nebulous Fleet Command. I don't think it's going to get a full release in 2023, but I know it's getting a lot of very good stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And you'll be happy to know, Jacob, I already have Armored Core Last Raven portable on my Vita. So
Oh, God.
I'm gonna,
Okay, no. I'll just tell you, do not start with Last Raven, start with the other two.
okay, so which one? 3 or Silent
Free.
Line?
Yes.
Easily free.
It's 3 Silent Line, then Last Raven, and that one. And you can actually port over your mech from each
Hold
one
up,
to the subsequent
hold
one.
up, Jacob. Didn't you skip a game there? Where's Nexus?
Who the fuck plays Nexus?
Yes,
Also,
asking.
Apparently, that's not a.
Also-
I don't have that listed as a
also-
PSP game.
Also, it's not on the PSP, so that resolved the problem.
Oh, thank God.
If you had a PlayStation 2, then yes, absolutely go play Nexus, but you don't.
Okay, so Armored Core 3 is the one I should try then. Okay. I will do that. That's a great list. Yeah, I'm excited about all those games. Falling Frontier especially. That looks particularly terrific. So I'm very excited about that one. I mean, I'm still thinking Nebulous Fleet Command is going to break my brain. I don't think that game. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get easier for someone like me. And that's fine.
It's gonna have more stuff, but
yeah, but it's not. It's not going to be for someone like me. It's not going to be approachable. But it's not aiming for that. It's not aiming to be approachable. Like, so that's fine. It's going for its own niche, a niche that is criminally underserved. So I'm fine with that. Just folks, whenever I do cover that game, just know going in, I'm gonna cry, and it's gonna break me. So I will cover it, but it's gonna be not a great stream for me. For the game, probably, but not for me. But yeah, Xenonauts 2 looks great. I couldn't get into the first Stalker. It creeped me out too much. I tried, but it got too creepy.
Here.
It got way too creepy, and I just had to stop. I forget what creeped me out.
A lot of there's a long list there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
the game is a survival horror by its strictest definition.
Yeah, I heard it was like, oh, it's a great map, and there's tons of stuff to do, and you'll be running around doing all these great fights and all these great quests. I'm like, okay,
everything wants you dead. Be ready for it.
And yeah, and I don't think I was prepared for its level of creepiness. So I love open world shooters, but that one was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. All right. David, why don't you bring it on home?
All right. Well, it was interesting to edit this list, and I'm gonna go over these choices here, and just get to it.
All right.
My first game is something that I've been waiting for many years. I've been waiting for this for so long. It's Memory of a Broken Dimension.
What in the world is this?
I've never heard of this.
It's basically a walking simulator, if anything. It's
monstrously artsy.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
It's monstrously artsy.
Look at that.
So there wasn't a prototype for this game, I don't know, back in 2012 or something like that. Where we got a small taste on what the game can be, but it has been in development.
We waited on for a decade. A semi-recurring theme into this podcast.
Yeah. Absolutely right. And Extra underscore, who's working on the game, I don't know his real name. He's actually working on the game on Twitch. He actually streamed this day even, and you can check him out when he's working on the game. It's very slowly progressing though, and it's a cool, interesting project because when he made an original prototype, you actually had to boot up the game with a DOS prompt. So if you don't know how to use DOS, well, you couldn't even boot up the game.
We are reaching levels of artsy never before witnessed in video games.
Yes. So if you check out the trailer here, you can see that he instead switched over to like a Windows 95 mockup instead, because people know how to use Windows, not DOS. So yeah. Basically, once again, it's just a prototype I've been playing, but basically the story is that you are a hacker and you have found some kind of database from satellites have scanned something in orbit around Earth. You can't make sense of what this is, but it is something they have scanned. Maybe a memory of a broken dimension? I don't know. It looks very cool, though. I can say that.
So that's game one?
Yes, that's game one.
Okay.
Game 2 is going to be a little bit different because I would like to take up prequel or original game, because I wasn't here 2021 as a host of the podcast here. So I was just one of the watchers then, or the listeners. So this doesn't have a story page yet. So I'm going to post the first game. And that's Intravenous 2. That is in progress right now. Intravenous 1 was a very, 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 very interesting 2D stuff 'em up in the veins of Metal Gear Solid and Splinter Cell.
It's very good. It's very hard. It's very hard, but it's very hard. Good.
But you can adjust the difficulty if you feel like it. So if you feel like, I want to have more... Yes, he added that. I think after you played it, Brian.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, I have to go back now.
So I have to go back as well. So you can increase the amount of saves for a mission to be unlimited. You can have more ammo, more health, or whatever.
Oh, that's great.
You can control everything.
Oh, good.
And I think that's amazing. They went back and added that, so anyone can play this game today.
Oh, I got it. Oh, okay, good to know.
So for the sequel, he's gonna add some more mechanics which have been ported back to Intravenous 1. But one of the new features for the sequel that he's working on is weapon modding, which is looking really interesting. So you can switch out mags, flashlights, and all that fun stuff on your killing devices.
Works for me.
Yeah, so I really hope for the best for the developer, because the original game didn't sell all that well, but it was enough for him to pay his bills.
That's good.
So I'm hoping for this game.
I played one level and it was so, like the first one, and it was like, oh my god, this is way too hard. It was like that other top-down survival game that came out recently.
Stever, maybe?
Yeah. It's like, wow, I love top-down games, but I'm terrible at this.
But if I go back to Intravenous, you at least get some information about how much noise and how visible you are to the enemy.
Oh god! But
I really couldn't get that.
They've added difficulty options. Like, I want to go back now.
Yeah, I should too. So for my third game, I haven't written as many comments here, but that's going to be Core DK, one of those immersive sims that are coming back.
Ooh!
Basically, something like how are you saying that? The Deus Ex.
Deus Ex, yes.
Yeah. So you have hackable terminals. You have vents to crawl through. I think you have weapon modding. You have
can you stack boxes? That's the important.
I don't know.
Well, again, until we get to stack boxes, not an immersive sim, but that's what they're advertising themselves as.
I love the 90s look of it too. It's got a very
that too.
90s.
I love the graphics.
Yeah,
it's kind of somewhere in the weird middle between like a Doom and a Quake style game.
Yeah. It's a very good way to put it. But I like that. I like that style.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to the game. But it feels like I've been waiting forever for that game as well, because there's never been a release date for it. So still waiting. And for my fourth game,
that looks great.
This okay, so now we're switching genres whole together here.
Okay.
That's
So
a whiplash.
I love farming. Okay, yeah, let's just get that out of the way. I love
Really?
farming.
Man
Yes.
of your talents.
You know what?
Yeah,
You know what? We all have our things. It's fine. Farming isn't my thing, but if it's your thing,
but
it's
guilty
fine.
pressure. Okay,
I had to say the line.
yeah, it's a guilty pleasure of mine to play farming simulator and something like Stardew Valley and stuff. I love those kind of games. And I have checked out the demo for Outpath in December here, and holy crap, this has some promise. It doesn't have a lot of content in the demo right now, only 2 biomes, but basically it is scaled up. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I would say scaled down Minecraft / combined with, you see it in the description there. It's basically Minecraft combined with Satisfactory, Forager, and Clickers. It's kind of crazy.
It's like Minecraft, but with an actual purpose.
I guess so. And it has some exploration as well, where you can explore different biomes to find rare resources and stuff. Very interesting demo. I hope the developer continues to work on it because, I want to see more.
You know what I'm watching? I'm looking at the graphics. I'm like, this looks like Albion. Remember that game, Albion by Blue Byte? It had a first.
No, nothing.
It was a top-down. It was both a top-down and a first-person game. In the overworld, it was top-down, but you go into a dungeon, it's first-person, and it was great. It was great, and
I kind of see it.
And it looks a lot to me like Albion, and not in a bad way. It was a great game, but it kind of has a similar that kind of mid-90s mixed with
and you can build automatic mining devices that mine for you and build for you. It's very automation based, but not freakingly or as frightening as Factorio or Satisfactory.
Oh, that's good. I look at those games and my brain melts. I look.
Yeah, this is much easier than that.
Okay, good. Yeah,
so I really look forward to it.
That looks great. Yeah, I could see what.
And for my 5th game going here, can we actually get a bingo? Yes. Yes, I saved this for last. It's gonna be Armored Core 6. I've been waiting for so long.
Does anything else need to be said, David?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I know I'm tooting my own horn here a bit, but I believe I've done the game a justice in terms of introduction.
Yeah. I freaking grew up with Armored Core, and to see it come back after all these years, it's when I saw the news the following morning after the Video Game Awards, I freaking cried in bed when I rewatched the trailer about, I think, maybe 7 times or something like that. I was, tearing up like crazy. Well, tears of joy.
Your guys' excitement about Armored Core has got me to load up Armored Core 3 on my Vita here.
See you in the field, Raven.
Yeah, but I first need to upgrade my hardware. My computer needs to be upgraded. So I know that when this game is released, I will have a new computer, no matter the cost. I will need to have a new computer by then. This is the one that will make me this year to build my computer.
It's like back in the day, I built a new computer for Wing Commander 3.
Exactly.
The building a new computer. I mean, if you're going to do it for something, Armored Core 6...
What was that, Thurston?
Oh my God, don't remind me of these times.
Things moved a lot more quickly back then.
Exactly like Jeremiah.
It's coming to PC. It's coming to Steam. We know it.
Yes. That's another big thing, because we haven't got any of the Armored Core games on PC.
Oh, this will be the first
one of the reasons.
This will be the first one on PC?
Yes.
Yeah. Ever.
Would you guys say Armored Core 3 on the PSP is a good entry point to the series?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Then I will try.
It's the first of the PlayStation 2, Armored Core 3 is good. It is an exceptional game. It is, there are arguments as to whether or not it's the best Armored Core, but it is good.
Okay.
It is very good.
It is unquestionably good.
I will start with that one. I've got my Vita right here in my hand.
And if you wonder, Brian, do you need to play the 2 earlier Armored Cores? No. Basically, Armored Core 3 is a remake of 1.
The way it works is like you have Armored Cores 1, 2, 3, and so on, and each has expansions, but each numbered game is a separate entry in terms of storyline and in terms of stuff.
Okay.
So one is separate from 2, but it has one expansion that's connected to it.
So,
Interesting.
Jacob, I need to ask you, since I have you here on the line. What were your thoughts on Armored Core 4 versus 3? What are your favorite of these two?
I am glad you asked because I've never played it. I didn't have a PS3.
Oh, okay.
You're listening to Corecast here on the. Sorry.
Hey! Fires of Rubicon takes place in space. It's legit.
Hey, that was space missions in Armored Core. That was that one where you had to went into low orbit to annihilate some massive colony ships.
So yeah, I have a
too.
I have a PS3, but I'll stick with the 3 on the Vita for now.
Yeah, 4 is different. I would argue that the only one that's like possibly bad is 5 because 5 is a massive departure from the rest of the series. So you'll either like it or not, depending on whether or not you like the rest of the series.
Basically, what I tried to do with 5 was to make it into a new Chrome Homes game, and that's another kind of worms.
Not a bad thing, inherently different from Core Armored Core. People still are either mad or believe it's the best game in the series.
I know a lot of people who love Chrome Hounds. I never got to play Chrome Hounds. I know a lot of people who love Chrome Hounds. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I see why such a departure would be controversial.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that. But no, I'm going to give Armored Core 3 a try. I'm excited now. Give me a good use for my. I mean, I love my Vita. I have so many games on my modded Vita, but I've been basically recently. It's been a MotorStorm machine. There was a PS2 PSP MotorStorm game, Arctic something, and it's excellent. So that's what I've been using my Vita for. But I will also give this a try. Awesome. Well, it was. I don't know about you guys. It sounds like it was tough to keep it at 5. I hope that wasn't too tough. But
well, in my case, I had the big. It was
gonna say,
one or all of them. In my case,
Jacob, for you, it could have been 1, and that could have been like most of the show. I think.
Yes. Hello. Let me just ramble on about the best game series that's ever for 20 minutes straight.
Wow, you like Armored Core that much?
Perhaps, maybe, just a twinge.
Wow.
Okay. Look,
Okay.
I have an unhealthy love and obsession for giant robots. It is perfectly normal and reasonable, and I haven't had many of them since freaking MechWarrior 5, which was serviceable.
Yeah, if I want a giant robot fix, I do like Mission Force Cyberstorm or MechWarrior. I gotta finish MechWarrior 3. That's probably my favorite MechWarrior. I just gotta finish it. It's so challenging. But I too love the giant Stompy. But I think I played one of the Armored Cores on the PS2 and just like, no. I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't use the D-pad to move to look around. This is terrible.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. So I was like, I couldn't get into BattleTech, Jeremiah. I couldn't get into it. It was just a little too fiddly for me. Just a little too fiddly to me. I did tell people I'm going to try to do MechWarrior 5 with mods once I'm done with Inquisitor, whatever that'll be.
Right. To clarify, you need mods and a party. You need 3 other schmucks to bear this with you.
Oh, really? It's not great solo, even with mods.
It's serviceable solo.
See,
with mods, it can become good with the right combination, but the highlight is the fact that it has competent co-op.
Oh, okay. Well, I do want to try. There are a couple mods that I'm very interested in, so I do want to try it. Anyway, I never played the Mech Assault games, Sav. I heard those were controversial, the Mech Assault games. I never played them. Weren't those Xbox exclusives? Am I remembering that correctly?
I think so.
Yes, and hilariously enough, they were actually recently canonized-ish by Catalyst Game Labs. They are canon to the BattleTech.
Really? Okay.
Jacob?
Jacob?
What happened? Did we lose him?
He just dropped off.
Oh no.
Oh, there you are.
Welcome
Apparently,
back.
me saying that was such blasphemy. My Discord crashed.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Apparently, what you said was so controversial. Discord was like, nope. Crash.
Yes, basically the MechAssault games got recently canonized by Catalyst Game Labs as part of a BattleTech setting. Well, roughly, in that it was a kind of sort of maybe happened, but also the big like fancy power armor the protagonist now has a stat block.
Oh. You know what I'd love to see? I'd either love to see Terra Nova 2 or Heavy Gear 3. I would lose my ever-loving gourd if either of those two ever happened. They never will.
Yeah.
They never will.
Yeah.
But they never will. But those are probably my favorite, like, mech type games. God, they're so good. But okay, I'm gonna give Armored Core a try. So that's gonna do it for this episode. I'll get Spaz's list from him later. I'm sure he has one, because this will go up on the website post when I post the MP3 of this tomorrow. But great list. Yeah, 2023 is looking to be a really good year for video games. So I can't wait. I mean, who knows what else is going to come out this year? There's a Wikipedia article that has a list of all the games in development that might come out this year, and it's huge. It's huge. It's so big. There's like, oh my God, so many games on there. It's a great time to be a gamer. I don't know what type of time it is to be a game developer. Whew, can't be easy. I'll tell you what. Like, oh, I've got horrible competition. Oh no. I can't imagine. I can't imagine it's easy to be a developer right now. But we love you all and appreciate you all, developers, for sticking to it regardless and giving us more to play. I swear, if games stop being made today, we could still have enough games to play for the rest of our lifetime. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
If no more games came out ever, like if today was the cutoff, we'd still have tens of thousands of games we could still play for the rest of our lives. And people are still making games in spite of that. So we love you, game developers. Thank you for, in the face of this Starship Trooper style onslaught, to continue making games regardless. Oh my God. Yeah, Mosgram, I really hope your game hits 1.0 this year. No pressure. If it doesn't, that's fine. But I really hope Taxinaut hits 1.0 this year. But again, no pressure. If it doesn't, I won't be upset. All right, everyone, have a great... next week's topic is still in the air. We haven't fully decided on it yet. Oh, God.
Oof.
Oh, no. Please don't. Mosgram, please don't quit after this. Please don't.
To the listeners, Twitch chat is having a mild breakdown.
Oh, no. I hope you're kidding.
Mosgram.
I hope you're kidding, Mosgram. It's true, Savmaz. You can say the same thing about... But the thing about video games is there are fewer distribution channels than movies and books and TV shows. So I think it's harder to be found if you're a gamer. You know what I mean? If you're a game developer, because there are far fewer ways to be found, I think. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Topic for next week is up in the air, but it'll be a good one. Then we have a guest in 2 weeks. So we'll talk about that later. And tomorrow is going to be more Inquisitor, because I got to keep it short tomorrow for the stream. So more Inquisitor. So great list, everyone. I'm really excited about all these games, really. And I hope you all have a great day, everyone. Be safe, be well. Again, thank you to our patrons. And thank you to everyone who's already gotten vaccinated. If you haven't gotten vaccinated yet, please do so. Please, 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 please get vaccinated, please. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great one, everyone.